Espresso. This is the foundation for almost every drink on a modern cafe menu, created by forcing a small amount of nearly boiling water through finely ground coffee beans under high pressure. It originated in Italy in the early 20th century as a way to serve customers faster, resulting in a concentrated shot with a signature layer of foam on top known as crema. While intense and bitter to some, it serves as the essential concentrated base for more complex recipes. Americano. Legend has it that this drink was popularized during World War II when American soldiers in Italy found the local espresso too strong, so they diluted it with hot water to mimic the drip coffee they had back home. The process involves pouring a shot of espresso into a larger cup and filling the rest with hot water, which maintains the caffeine content of a single shot but stretches the flavor across a larger volume. It provides a similar strength to brewed coffee but retains the distinct, slightly oily profile of espresso. Macchiato. The name translates from Italian to stained or marked, which perfectly describes how this drink is prepared. Baristas take a single or double shot of espresso and add just a small dollop of frothed milk or foam on top, marking the dark liquid with a touch of white. This subtle addition cuts through the sharp acidity of the coffee without masking its bold character, making it a favorite for those who want a punchy flavor with a slightly smoother finish. Cortado. Originating in Spain, this drink seeks a precise balance by using equal parts espresso and steamed milk. The milk isn't frothed into a thick foam, but is instead steamed lightly to reduce acidity and create a silky texture that sits level with the coffee. It is typically served in a small glass, allowing the drinker to enjoy a rich, creamy beverage that still tastes strongly of roasted beans.
Flat white. This Australian and New Zealander staple has become a global favorite for its focus on microfoam, which consists of very small, fine bubbles that create a velvety mouthfeel. It consists of a double shot of espresso topped with a thin layer of steamed milk, making it similar to a latte but smaller in volume and much higher in coffee concentration. The lack of thick, airy foam at the top ensures the espresso remains the star of the show while providing a consistent, creamy texture throughout the entire cup. Cappuccino. Historically associated with the color of the robes worn by Capuchin friars, this classic Italian drink is famous for its distinct layers of espresso, steamed milk, and a thick head of airy foam. Traditionally, it is served in equal thirds, though modern variations often favor a slightly larger milk ratio. The thick foam acts as an insulator, keeping the coffee underneath hot and providing a light, fluffy contrast to the liquid below. Latte. Often considered the gateway coffee for many, this drink is primarily composed of steamed milk with a relatively small amount of espresso. The ratio is usually 1 part coffee to at least 3 parts milk, topped with a very thin layer of foam, which provides a canvas for baristas to create intricate latte art. Because the milk dominates the flavor profile, it is the mildest of the espresso-based drinks and serves as a popular base for added syrups and seasonal flavorings. Mocha. This drink bridges the gap between a standard coffee and a hot chocolate by combining espresso with steamed milk and chocolate syrup or cocoa powder. It takes its name from the city of Mocha in Yemen, which was a historical hub for the early coffee trade and known for beans that had a naturally chocolatey profile. Modern versions are often topped with whipped cream, creating a rich, dessert-like beverage that appeals to those who enjoy a sweeter, more indulgent caffeine fix. Affogato. Crossing the line between a beverage and a dessert, this simple Italian creation consists of a scoop of vanilla gelato or ice cream that is drowned by a hot shot of espresso poured directly over it. The heat of the coffee begins to melt the ice cream immediately, creating a thick, creamy mixture of bitter and sweet. It is usually served in a small bowl or glass and eaten with a spoon, highlighting the contrast between the cold cream and the scorching, dark espresso. Cold brew. Unlike traditional iced coffee, which is brewed hot and then cooled down, this method involves steeping coarse coffee grounds in room temperature or cold water for anywhere from 12 to 24 hours. This slow extraction process results in a concentrate that is naturally lower in acidity and bitterness, offering a smoother, almost sweet flavor profile. It has gained massive popularity in recent years as a refreshing alternative for people who find regular coffee too harsh on their stomach. Nitro Cold Brew. This modern innovation takes standard cold brew and infuses it with nitrogen gas through a pressurized valve, similar to how a stout beer is served. The nitrogen creates thousands of tiny bubbles that give the coffee a remarkably creamy, thick texture and a cascading visual effect when poured into a glass. It is almost always served without ice to preserve the integrity of the foam head, providing a rich mouthfeel without the need for added milk or cream. Irish coffee. Created in the 1940s to warm up traveling passengers, this cocktail consists of hot coffee mixed with Irish whiskey and sugar, topped with a thick layer of cool, unsweetened cream. The drink is designed to be sipped through the cream, allowing the cold topping to temper the heat and sharpness of the spiked coffee underneath. It remains a staple in both cafes and bars as a comforting, warming beverage used to end a meal or stave off a chill.